Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. Here I would be channeling a divine masculine and divine feminine. This is a twin flame reading, and this is definitely for those people who are in communication with each other and love is developing. I sense love is becoming stronger. So this could be harmony also, and for some people it could be a beginning stage also. And why I say this is because there is that type of intensity, and why I say this can also be for those in harmony because there is a mention of time factor, and the time factor is like gradually this relationship has built up. Gradually things are happening between these two people. Gradually they have figured out that they love each other. So if it's a new relationship, new commitment, then most probably these two people knew each other from before, or they had imagined someone like this type of person in their life for a long time. Maybe this person was single for a while, they were not dating anyone, they were not committing to anyone, and they had very clear intention. So different types of people can actually connect to this reading depending on your situation. So I see, first of all, the masculine and feminine. There is an energy that this could be a popular person. At least one of them is popular, or this person has a very social personality, they're liked by many. I'm also being shown that whosoever it is, they have had karmic connections in the past. So both the parties are aware about karmic relationships. Both are aware about relationships might not work, relationships can have problems, and relationships have difficult situations. Like both are very mature. It's not like they are spiritually mature. They could be like one person is more mature in terms of 3D stuff, 3D world, matrix reality. They may have learned from matrix. They may not have really sat down and done some inner work and meditated every day, but the way they live their life on a daily basis, they have had great experience. Maybe they lost a near one, a dear one, that changed them, that awakened them. Maybe they spend time with animals or nature. And animals, like, why I'm saying this, because animals have a lot of divine energy. The cats and the dogs in your houses, especially those people who have multiple pets, or they like to hang around a lot with street animals, they spend animal, like they have their own animal time. They have a lot of divine energy around them, because animals have direct connection with nature and divine, and they don't do anything by putting their ego or their own doership. Everything they do is under divine guidance, everything. So people cannot be drawn or attracted to animals without having that divine energy in them. So they like this energy. That's why they look for more animals than human communication. Divine masculine and divine feminine cannot get along with people who don't like nature and animals, or who don't respect nature and animals, birds. It has to be somebody, something. It has to be either dogs or horses or cats or birds, something, something they connect with. Yeah, you are giving up on the doership and letting things come to you instead. So these two people are out of survival mode, survival energy. They are both in thriving energy. So this is a common factor why they are attracted towards each other. So as I said, it could be somebody who has been friends with each other for a long time, and they were dating other people, and then finally they realize that, why didn't I date this person? Why didn't I spend time with this one? Or it could be a relationship, that was a beautiful relationship, but there were too much 3D interference or parental interference, do this, do that, due to which they never could come together. Then they went and had their own karmic experiences, and after a few years they're coming back again. So all these years they remembered each other, all these years they kept in touch, all these years they spoke about their experiences, they shared about each other's bad experiences, good experiences, what they learned, what they did not learn. So there are, as I can see, combinations, but of course it's a God loving person. They have both surrendered to source. That's for sure. That's for sure. So whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a new thing or it's a long term thing, like the ways I explain, it doesn't matter really, because the love is being shown to me. I see that the divine masculine here is making more efforts. The divine feminine also has liking, or I mean, she feels some connection with this person. She feels, yes, there is something going on, but she's not the one making phone calls, or she's not the one acting desperate to meet or to go out, or she's not spilling too much, sharing too much. It's the masculine who is asking a lot of questions, wants to know more, or he's like, let's meet, let's do this, and maybe she's making too many excuses that, okay, I'm busy, or she's like, she doesn't want to rush into anything. So yeah, he is the one who is drawing the attention towards him. He's the one who's making the plan, and he's doing it like there's some kind of give me importance, give me attention, which is, I think, a good thing, because it's the masculine who should pursue. So yeah, he's definitely pursuing her, and she is definitely like checking him out, and she's busy with a lot of things. Not that he's not busy, but he's also busy with her, thinking about her. You will get the bread and butter, and somebody is always looking after you. So this is the second card, which is telling me thriving energy, survival mode is gone, surrender to source. Somebody is there for you. So both of them are not into that zone, or how will we manage our days, how will we manage our life, what are we going to do, how will the dreams get fulfilled. They don't have materialistic desires, or it's not like they're completely blank in life, they don't have anything to do, but they're not going crazy for it. Like, they're very relaxed, it is what it is kind of energy. They don't want to worry, they don't want to, both of them individually are like that. They know that God is taking care of everything, so they have a lot of belief in God. These two people have also been in situations where both of them have experienced people stealing their energy, money, confidence. So both of them have had their share of these experiences, dealing with energy vampires, dealing with toxic relationships. Both have lost their confidence, have lost their zeal, enthusiasm, gone into dark night of the soul, and then sprung out again in a very heroic way. So they have a similar energy match over there. I'm also being shown both are very kind. Both are very caring, concerned for each other, both like each other. There is, of course, all of that is going on. I'm not going to say directly, I'm not going to use the word love, because this reading is like that, this channeling is like that they're stepping into that zone. So whosoever resonates with it, it's like happening gradually, slowly. The food is not being cooked on high flame. This dish is being cooked on simmer mode. It could be possible that he tries to get some attention by telling her that it's not that you are the only one who's heartbroken in life or was heartbroken, or it's not the thing that you're the only one who suffered. You're not the only one who had these inhibitions or still have inhibitions. Everyone needs to trust, everyone needs to let go. But he tries to do it in subtle ways. He tries to do it in ways that he gets a little bit of sympathy, but there's also a little bit of humor. It's not very boring and depressing. It's like he is doing things to get her attention. And he is doing it in a funny way, and he's pursuing the energies of pursuing someone, but it's not desperate pursual. It's not like he's doing it in a annoying way. He is reading into her. He doesn't want to upset her. He knows that she's very intelligent, she's a wise lady. I cannot mess with her, I don't want to disturb her. She's got work to do, she's got things to do. So he respects her time and energy. And she is not making effort, so many efforts, because she knows that if something is written in the stars, it will happen. If something is meant to be, it will happen. If something is destined, it will happen. So she doesn't like to go by her own feelings. She rather wants to be guided by source, by masters, by source. If there's anything, she knows that God will create situations or scenarios where things will automatically work out and fall into place. So that's a very beautiful energy to be in, very beautiful, enduring, very warm space to be in. She's also got psychic abilities, she's got very strong intuition. She has been in relationships with people who were initially like totally obsessed, love bombing, obsessed and going all crazy. And later on, such people make other people obsess for them eventually. Very narcissistic experiences with narcissistic she has had. And she's in a good mood. She doesn't want to get bored. She practices gratitude every day. She's a regular believer of gratitude. Every day she makes it a point, whosoever it is, that I have to thank God. I have to thank God for this. As soon as she goes into negative thinking, or even if there's a feeling of emergency, like survival mode is all about emergency. Everything has to happen right now. There has to be a solution right now. It has to be done like this or that. She no longer wants to live that life where things are on high alert or things are always like some kind of ambulance mode or emergency mode. No. She wants to be okay with everything. Something she doesn't want to do right now, she's not going to do it. But she's also not going to be a procrastinator. There's a very healthy balance of where to be in life. So she also doesn't want to hurry into anything, is because everything is much better. It's much more, food is much more tasty if it is cooked well. Neither overcooking is good, neither undercooking is good. So she wants to take her own time. She's also healed a template where the male child is preferred more over female. So this was a very tough situation to be in, and obviously she understands the difference between patriarchy and toxic patriarchy, or matriarchy and toxic matriarchy, because wherever you have strong patriarchy, even matriarchy is distorted. So she has some things in her mind, and for the masculine also she feels that these are things he should have utmost clarity in. She could be having certain plans because she's a mission oriented woman. She has forgiven the narcissist in her life. She may also be very good with narcissistic people. She doesn't really get affected by them. And she has healed the rejection wounds. Rejection wounds are also very difficult to heal. But there are some secrets in her mind. I mean, she has secret feelings, secret liking, secret thing is there in her mind for the masculine, which she wants to keep as a secret. She doesn't want to reveal it. She doesn't even want to blush in front of him. She doesn't want to smile in front of. She wants to keep a poker face. She wants to be like, so what? Yeah, tell me, blah blah blah. And he is actually reading a lot into her. He is reading into many things. He knows that she has a beautiful smile, but she's not smiling on purpose. She has some liking towards me, but she's not showing it to me. All of that is there. The masculine has a composer personality. He is introvert from outside, but very warm and friendly within. So to be an extrovert, especially for her, to ask questions, to talk, to show interest, he is trying. He doesn't want to lose out on this opportunity. Basically, that's the thing. He doesn't want to come across as disinterested or someone with ego, someone who's like a male chauvinist. So he's trying his level best. to make her feel comfortable. He has the demon slayer potential. I mean, he could be someone who's interested in the supernatural world, and maybe this is also one reason that he connects with her, because he senses similar vibes. So yeah, he could be watching a lot of conspiracy theories, he could be watching a lot of supernatural stuff, he could be into knowing about the other side, he could be very much interested in the spirit world, in those realms, maybe a little bit of dark also side he goes, but he doesn't step into the dark world like, okay, it's dark, but it's more like he knows that yeah, even sometimes dark spirits also have a story. So he's not judgmental, and he understands that she's a person full of gratitude. He finds this habit of hers, or the way she talks about everything, she doesn't give a rat's ass, she doesn't care a damn. She has no insecurities, which shows to him, which makes him feel, or he finds her very attractive, because he feels that she's okay with anything. She can be happy in any situation. How cool is that? I'm being shown that they are connected to each other with a very sacred thread of love. They're definitely connected. It's not like she can go much far away from him. And he understands that any relationship should start from friendship first. They have to be really good friends. If they're very good friends, only then they can survive the test of time, or they can like each other, because they've got so much to talk about, they've got so much to discuss. There's no lust. It's very there's a intimacy also, which I can sense in this relationship. As time will pass by, the intimacy will develop, but it's a very pure intimacy. It's not a lustful or very sleazy, cheap intimacy that we see nowadays in between men and women. They just want to get into some physical stuff ASAP. With them, it's not like that. He wants her presence, and she also likes that, that somebody's around me, somebody's hanging around with me, somebody's doing stuff with me. And I see them a lot in nature. I see them doing a lot of cool things together. They are not going to malls or restaurants too much, like maybe once in a while to have lunch or dinner or something, but not too much. They have got some very cool common habits, some very cool common likings. So they spend a lot of time in nature and outdoors. One more interesting thing, the card has come over here, that both of them have actually worked with people who have copied their ideas, or copied their business or creativity, or maybe their style, their way of conducting themselves, conducting individually, I'm saying, in front of others. So both of them have even this experience, both of them have been copied, both of them have gone through places where people have stolen their ideas, people have betrayed them, even in work. So they have this energy of being very cautious and very careful with people. And I think both of them have this once bitten twice shy kind of thing. So probably they're going to overcome this in due course of time. Maybe they are both a bit scared. I'm not going to say totally scared. It's not an insecure thing. It's just that they don't want to go into something and then later on regret. So they value not only each other's time, but their own time also. And one more common thing is that they have lots of common things actually. They have done a lot of good for other people. They are very selfless, very kind-hearted, but they have never got anything in return. They've not got the same kind of goodness or thank you or any good gesture from other people. They've only got complaints from others. So this is also one template that both of them have with one another, with each other. They have common understanding. These are things that they don't even need to tell each other. It's like saying, when a person has been through a situation, they've been in a template and they've been into it like multiple times, there have been different cycles, they develop a kind of similarity towards each other, because they have had such deep experiences, and experiences where they went through sadness, despair, they were unhappy for a while, they were heartbroken, and heartbroken for similar reasons. So people have heartbreaks, but many a times they may not have same type of heartbreaks, which is why people are not on the same page. But these two people, the divine masculine and divine feminine, have had similar heartbreaks, similar successes, similar likings. It's a very cute connection. If you look at the overall connection, it's a very cute connection. They actually complement each other a lot. They get along with each other a lot, and they look really good together, even energetically. Some people just physically look good with each other, but energetically they are not a match. This couple, this connection is physically also they look good with each other because they're very comfortable. It doesn't matter what appearance you have, but if you are comfortable in your own skin and both people are comfortable in their own skin, they can just talk in whatever manner they like, they can laugh loudly, they can eat as much as they want in front of one another. I mean, there are no judgmental vibes that they would give to each other. So they look good together, and they energetically also look really good together. Maybe in future they make a beautiful family. I'm not going to talk about the future right now. I will talk about the present energy, but yeah, I did feel like saying that, so I just said it. I am being shown that the masculine's pursuing her is not going to go waste. She will also admit to him that yes, I feel the same way, that I like you too, or I love you too, and you're a very important part of my life. But you see, when that happens, before that happens, or when that happens, there is no sign of stress or tension. It's like he also knows that this is going to definitely happen, but let it happen on its own. But when it happens, then too he is very surprised, and he's like, oh wow, are you really saying it? Is it really happening? He's giving that vibe, but he's also happy in that zone. So yes, all of his labor and all of his hard work and all of his being patient and calm and composed and believing in God, believing in source, and waiting for all this while. I mean, he could have also dated other women, but he did not. He just kept things to himself. Like, he was just working on himself, and also doing his work, whatever his work was, and also focusing on his mission and inner work. So he spent good amount of time being by himself. So he's got practice of being by himself. He's got solitude, and he's also built an authority. He's got a good, strong authority. He's not the type of person, if you shake him a bit and he's gonna be all over the place. He's been shook so many times before, so many problems he has seen, so many challenges he has seen, so much pain he's gone through, so much trauma he has processed, that nothing can shake him. And this makes him a very mature, a very warm, very fuzzy, very understanding kind of person as well. So yes, his prayers, if he made prayers, will get answered, definitely. The divine feminine being shown is very delicate. She is very strong, but she has very delicate body. She moves very delicately. She has a very feminine style of walking, talking. She has a sweetness to her that comes from the nurturing energy she's got. He loves her smile, and he loves her style, and she also really knows how to nurture this man emotionally. She's not rough onto him. She's not like how they show in movies, how women should treat men, and like all women should behave in a certain way. She is very calm, and she can take care of him, like not like a mother, but like a lover can, and a strong woman can, independent woman can. And yet he is like, she's making him be tied to her. She's also giving him that space where he knows that he can be on his own completely detached, but also tied to her. One more thing that is being shown to me over here is that they are both happy to be chosen by each other. Like, as they spend more and more time with each other, as they get to know each other more and more, they have this gratitude, and I think they will actually express this gratitude. Like, they will thank each other. Feminine will thank him that I'm so glad that you pursued me, I'm so glad that you chose me. I mean, how did you know that I'm the one? But okay, I don't want to know how did you know, but I'm glad you made the effort, I'm glad you did it. And he also feels, I'm glad you accepted it, I'm glad you didn't get, you didn't freak out, or you didn't get scared, and I'm glad you stepped out from the space where you had basically not allowed people. I'm glad you gave me the permission. I'm glad you allowed me in your periphery, in your circle, or you gave me your time, or you gave me your presence. So that way they are both very thankful to each other. They both have Godfidence. You'll hear this word more and more now on this channel. People have confidence, they have Godfidence. So yeah, they're very much they're okay with any situation, any circumstance. And I'm also being shown one more thing. The card itself says massive portal, if you can see. Massive portal, beautiful portal of light. So what these two people are doing is, by coming together, by being in each other's life, they're creating a very beautiful portal of light. And I'm sure maybe I've also said it in some other videos, human beings are also portals. People think that only some place can be a portal. No, every human being is actually a portal. They're all capable of creating reality, or allowing certain reality to be created in their presence. So if a person is very anxious, depressed, what are they drawing into them? What type of spirits they are drawing into their life? What type of energies they are drawing into their life? Similar type of energy. If a person has a lot of fear and anxiety, they are going to attract those type of situations and people, and even entities that cannot be seen, invisible entities of that nature. But if a person has calmness, composure, connection with source, they remember source throughout the day, they think about the source, they thank source, they have a warm connection with source, then they become the portal of light and love wherever they will go. And imagine two such people coming together. In their own world, individually, they have this power of bringing in, drawing in love and positive energy, positive spirits, and positive everything, animals, birds, human beings. They can cut out the drama, the crappy people, and they can act with discernment. Now they come together. Now they come with each other. They don't have anger issues. They don't have, I don't sense any, as I said, they go outdoor a lot. They spend time in nature. They have solitude. So I don't sense them going out, drinking, or eating bad food or junk food. They both have very positive and promising energy. So massive, beautiful portal of light. What a lovely card. What a lovely card. Seriously, I was not expecting this card. And they both also are going to be in future very good friends of each other, like as I said in the beginning somewhere. But when they hang out with each other, it's like everybody's going to be happy around them. They can crack jokes, they can make people happy. Despite all the challenges, they have their own challenges. I'm sure everybody has to face challenges. Life is all about facing challenges with a smile. So there is daily challenges there. You have to finish your work on time. You have to do your inner work. You have to, do your mission work. You have to go for business. You have to, sometimes you meet certain type of people which you don't think they are really conducive for your environment, or you can't help it, but they have to be there. And all of those things I'm being shown. But they have this very lovely energy where they create boundaries. They know they don't want to hurt people's feelings, but they are very good in maintaining boundaries with other people. Both are very natural. ये तो I said this before also. Both are very natural and very real. Same cards, same type of cards are coming again and again. You have become mindful of the feelings you feel when somebody from your past is coming back. Okay, so this card takes me to now those people who, someone out here, you could be reconnecting with a person from your past, but it's a beautiful person. The connection was not bad, the person was not bad, situations were bad, and you were also not ready for it. You also had to do your inner work, you also had to go your own way. The other person also had to learn lessons. If you guys would have been together all this while, you would have never learned those lessons. Those things would not have taken place. So you understand this, you can sense this very strongly in your heart, that this person was right, but the timing was not right. Now the timing is right. Now there is much more understanding, much more learning, much more love is there, and so much gratitude. I feel both are so thankful to God for bringing them back to each other, or somehow they have this realization. Somehow they feel like, yeah, I mean, this person is mine and was always mine, but it's okay. Like, whatever happened, there's no remorse or regret for the past. It's not like they are sad, oh God punished us. No, they are very much joined to the hip with someone. Like, they're very close actually with each other. They were always close. So they always had this beautiful connection. They may have been out of contact for some time, maybe because of things around them, but once they reconnected, they've never gone out of touch. Like, probably they'll never go out of touch. They'll always be like that. They'll always be there for each other. So they don't even do anything physical once they learn the actual inner work. The masters train, their ancestors train them. Higher benevolent beings support them. Mother Earth gives them DNA codes, making them love and understand flora and fauna. Again, see, these outdoor flora, fauna, these cards are coming again and again. And it's beautiful that these type of cards are coming on their own this way. I mean, in the same reading. It's not like I've separated or I've divided the reading or it's a second session. It's the same session. So they are really close to the spirit realm, both of them. They get a lot of support from the benevolent beings, and they keep getting healing codes and energy codes. Oh my God, one more such card. You are God's child, and those who try to hurt you will pay for it. Don't worry, be happy. So this is also one more sign that in case both of them were hurt by other people, both of them are going to watch the same people who broke them. They will see that they will actually come across as this couple, together. Maybe their previous partners or their exes were really mean to them. Maybe they said a lot of horrible things to them. Maybe they even said, you're never going to find someone, you're never going to be happy, and blah blah blah, like how a lot of people do. And maybe they put them through a lot of turmoil and trauma, but they are God's child, and those who try to hurt them will pay for it. So there is coordination, there is synchronicity, there is vibing with each other. There's a rhythm. I can feel a natural rhythm. Lots of grounding, lots of green color shown to me. So open heart chakra, very clear heart chakra energy, which means other chakras are also working fine. They might have disconnected from the lower three chakras and they might have gone up to the upper chakras. So it could be, they could also be into, either they want to adopt kids, they could also be into asexual couplehood. For some people this will apply. They are not connected with the physical that much. They're all connected with the higher energy, which is why I see intimacy. I see them holding hands, I see them walking with each other, I see them, even once I had this vision that the masculine is making her sit very cutely on his lap, and they're just fooling around with each other, but there is no, I don't sense any lust. I don't sense any lust. So it's that type of energy also. Yes, I'm also being shown healed sacral chakra. So it could be possible that one of them or maybe both of them had some kind of sexual trauma. Maybe the masculine was used by a lot of females while growing up, for sexuality, for lust purposes. So he has a very clear understanding of what's love and what's not love. And maybe feminine also had her own share of situations like this. So orange color is there a lot, lot of grounding, lot of it's not even orange color, it's the color of sacral chakra. It's the saffron color. It's also the color of mastery, but definitely they have worked a lot on their sacral chakra, the Swadhisthana, which is why they have risen up from lust. And when a couple like this comes together, it's again very powerful energy, which is why they're called a portal. Together they are a portal of light, which is why. One more thing that I see both of them have in common is their love for children. They are both very much concerned about the children that are in today's world. Children are going through a lot, maybe because of their own inner child healing, or maybe in childhood also, like while growing up also, they were very responsible. They were maybe brought up by narcissistic parents, so they had to look after children. They have a very good understanding and they want to protect the children of this world from all the negative entities. And I think they both are either doing something for the kids or they will be doing something for the kids. But kids and animals are literally like together. I mean, I can see kids and animals and them both. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful scene. I also sense music. So it could be that either one of them is a musician, or they love music a lot. Both of them maybe love music a lot, or one of them is a musician. They can play some instruments. So I am also being shown instruments, musical instruments. This was probably one of the things Divine Feminine always wanted to have in a man. She probably waited for that long also. Maybe she healed herself first because she wanted to be with someone who understands this side of her nature, that she's a nurturer, she's into mission, she wants to do something for this planet, she wants to leave a legacy where it's not about my blood, my children, my kids, my biological children. She's not like that. So she always wanted someone, a man who also has the same feeling. It's not like he wants his own biological children and he wants to have 5 kids, 3 kids of his own, and then all the typical things. He's not a typical man, she's not a typical woman. So she's very happy when she sees that he is so amazing in this department. Like this is like how we have deal breakers in certain connections. This is the deal maker. This one quality about him, that he cares so much about the upcoming generation, so much about the role of humans on this planet, so much he has done work on it. It's not like he's just talking in the air. He has done some work in this department, and she's actually thankful to God that he's like a package. Not only that she's a package, of course she's a package for him, but he is also a package deal for her. And I think last but not the least, very important point I'm being shown is that this is not a couple who's going to always be into each other's faces. As much as they give time to each other, as much as I see the physical presence, I also see there's a lot of space they both give to each other, and they both have that space. Space is very big because even before coming into each other's life this way, maybe they knew each other, as I said, but coming into each other's life, they had to give a lot of time and space. I don't mean to say like 40 years, 50 years, but time means it's not like 5 days, 10 days, 3 months of inner work, 6 months of inner work. No, they have already, before getting into this zone, they have given so much time and space to each other, and space is very important for them. They need space. Both of them need space. And obviously a relationship with two hermits coming together, it cannot work out if one of them is too much intrusive or too much insecure, or if not insecure, also always hovering on the other person's head, or whatever. What are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you talking to? They are not like that. Both of them are not like that. So it will be really good. It's gonna be good in this department also, because you can have your space, you can do whatever you want. I can have my space, I can do whatever I want, and yet there is so much loyalty, because there's no doubt. There's these things, they don't even think about it. Loyalty, disloyalty, they are just above it. Even if their person is talking to someone for 5 hours, they don't give a damn. It's like they don't care, because they've come from a very secure place. Two very secure individuals don't have anything to doubt about. All they care about is, okay, let's do something good before we leave this planet. This is a temporary place. That much wisdom they have. And this is where I'm going to close this channeling session, this reading. For personal sessions and for therapies, you can check out the description box, and you can book the session from that link, the PayPal link. And for Indians, you have to write to me to get my Paytm or GPay details in order to book the session. You can also join this channel as a member to get the perks that members get, or you can become my Patreon for all of this content that I share regularly. I will see you in the next video. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.